What is up, you guys out there in the YouTube universe? Of course, I am back. I am DJ Cash, and we are back with the regular review. Now, I know we've been on a little bit of an hiatus for the last couple of months, and rightfully so. I mean, good God. And I apologize for having this review like late in advance because I'm like, here's the thing. I work. We all do work, and we have responsibilities. So there will be another upload from tonight's next two episodes later on tomorrow. But as far as right now, let's go ahead and get into this. This was the fallout from Rigby's graduation special, and of course, we all knew in the end. Like these are my notes right here. But like, check it out. In the end, the park lifts up. And then they just go into space, and then that's just one of the biggest cliffhangers, like I said, that I've seen on TV, even though I don't watch a lot of television. Now, regular show in space. Now, honestly, when I thought of this concept, I'm like, I think this could work because if any of you remember Josie and the Pussycats from back in the day, like, there was another spin-off from that show, but it was called Josie and the Pussycats in Space, so this is exactly the same way. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this episode. It will be my first of two. First new episode, One.Space Day at a Time. This episode I thought was it was interesting, I will say that, but let's go ahead and get into the nitty-gritty. We kicked off the episode with, of course, everybody just freaking out. Everybody's panicking. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, why are we still in the dome? Like, what's this point? Like, we want to go home, and rightfully so. I mean, honestly, if you're in space and you're in a dome and you're not panicking, that's just what any logical human being would think. But of course, Mordecai, he's telling everybody to calm down, take a deep breath, and they've been in so many situations like this before, they might as well just go on ahead. But yeah, and of course, Benson, as he's still the park manager, so of course he's gonna have to lead. I kind of found it funny on how when they were like sitting for the park meeting, Eileen was just like crisscross applesauce, getting ready to read his story. But yeah, and as they're going through, at first everybody's like trying to find answers, like, and everybody around the world apparently knows about this. Apparently even Portuguese, they know about this. And Mr. Mailer, of course, we all know he's the one responsible, but yeah, he is rich and he's not gonna say anything. I really like the fact on how, like, because he's rich and he knows that nothing's gonna bad happen to him. I like that. It's just funny. But yeah, of course, he's not giving no comment. Everybody's worried. Nobody knows what's going on. And then again, everybody's just freaking out, and of course Benson calms everybody down, like Morgan said, and he devises a plan for everybody to go out and see what they can do to survive. Of course, that's what you would have to do if you're out in the wilderness. So, and apparently Morgan can't remember, they have to go look in the basement, so to say. They found some weird stuff, and lo and behold, all of a sudden they find like space carts, space cars, like jetpacks, like stuff that, why in the world, and I so hope I'm not the only one who thought this, if they had space carts, couldn't they just leave the park and then just go back to Earth? But then that would, then I saw through it because it would kind of defeat the purpose of the dome, and like the park would be just left. And then I was like, if you ain't got the park in the regular show, then I'm not watching. But yeah, they do that, and of course, all they find is dirt, veggies, and baby food. And I'm thinking, they usually have more food in this house, right? Or does that explain, like, why are they always, like, going out? Yeah, of course, they're still panicking, and Eileen, of course, she's the smart one, we all know that, and she gets, like, one of those pound cake pants, and she devises a device where this was some Looney Tune Tom and Jerry trap mess right here, trying to get a signal for a bar, and turns out it almost worked, but then it broke, and everybody's panicking once again, and of course, Mordecai and Rigby they have to go and save the day because they're the ones who found the cart, because Benson apparently doesn't know how to drive a stick shift with that old piece of crap he's driving. But yeah, we do that, and they go to a cell phone signal that apparently looks like Skip's old car phone. I found that very hilarious. That just shows his age. And real quick, when they were like finding stuff, I like the fact that they kept the caveman people from the caveman episode. Fantastic continuity right there. That's just little stuff. But yeah, of course, Mordecai and Rigby, they're not able to do it. They get a message that says, trust no one. And more, and then all of a sudden they are having a difficult time. They can't get back to the park. Now Muscle Man and High Fives, of all people, they have to go and save him, and Muscle Man is just pressing everything, including the oxygen tank, which they don't have any air. And really, why is there a button for that anyway? Yeah, of course, we all know High Fives and Muscle Man, they were able to save Mordecai and Rigby. There was a lot of air in that dome, apparently, so they better keep that thing closed. And, of course, they get back to the park. They're all safe and sound, and Skips just says we just gotta take it one space day at a time. My overall thoughts on this episode, I really would have liked to see more of an explanation to why they are in space. It's like one of those. It's like one of these. It's like one of these those cliffhangers. Like I said, it was one of the bits that we ever see from this show. But yet, all you do is you follow up with them just being in space and them panicking. The episode was great. I thought it was a great fallout overall. I just really would have liked to be more explained to how and why are they in it. But again, that's just them. All right, next episode that I got to review is, of course, Cool Bot Bros. Again, this episode kicked off where the message still says, trust no one. And of course, as they're still trying to find, what the heck is going on, we get some robots. Some cool, janky, ugly-looking red robots. And they want to, I literally wrote this down, RD-6789 were the robots, and of course they want to help them, they want to get back to Earth, and honestly, if you're at that point, if the message says trust no one, shouldn't you listen to the message trust no one? That's just me. But yeah, and of course, they actually had no other choice, so I couldn't blame them. And of course, who would have thought it? And this just proves that the Earth still matters, that you can use leaves to fuel. That just makes so much sense. To fuel your dome. And I kind of found funny, it's like they're panicking, but it's like I guess the dome guys gave them resources to survive and find their way back home, which I'll get into later. And apparently Mordecai and Reed, they don't trust these guys. And yeah, obviously, if you're in space and you're in the middle of nowhere in space, then who can you trust? And of course, they have to find out they're really up to something. And of course, we all know that they weren't going to find anything until the very end. Which, of course, as one of the robots was going to take out some trash, well, with the leaves, and apparently he just did it to fuel, not fuel, but actually get some value and. $7,000 for 2 bags of leaves? Are you kidding me? Seriously, did anybody find that weird? $7,000 for a bag of damn leaves. This economy, I'm telling you. But yeah, and they're just they're on the black market, so it's just of course, they find out, they try to warn the guys, and then as they're trying to warn, the gang doesn't believe them, and then of course, flowing down, we see space pirates, and it's who do you trust? The space pirates who have guns, or the robots who look shady? I'm going with the humans on that one. But yeah, apparently the space pirates, they were able to help Mordecai, Rigby, and the gang get away from the robots. I mean, we had an awesome fight scene with 2 farm robots that were just going at it, and they were able to help the guys out. And apparently now that they have to go into the control room, which, how in the heck does Pops never know about this, or does anybody know about this, that there was a control room in Pops' room? Seriously, something is up with that park, and I like it. It's awesome. But yeah, apparently the guy with the eye patch, he just sat in the chair, and Betsy asked, "Are you taking us back to Earth?" And he was like, "No, we had other plans," and that's it. And that was Cool Robots. Overall thoughts on this episode. Unlike the first episode, it was just the first episode was pretty much to establish that they are in space and they're just gonna have to live it out. But they're already meeting some crazy characters out in space. I like the cliffhanger though, because here's the thing, I really don't think that this regular show in space is gonna be people, unfortunately, this is season 8, and this will be the very last season, so it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to stretch regular show in space out, because this is definitely not going to be a long-term thing. Like I said, this is the last season. So I like the cliffhanger, but overall thoughts on Kurbro episode, I thought it was just fine. I mean, it does leave you to see what's going to happen next, so that's pretty much all that matters. Alright, that is it for my regular show review. Like I said, I'll be having more uploads tomorrow, hopefully. Let me know what you thought of both these episodes. Is regular show in space a good idea? Let me know how I'm doing. I am DJ Cass, and I will see you around. Peace out.